This is my 2015 AutoSleepers Nuevo that I have for sale. I've just opened the bonnet so you can, hopefully you can listen to it. Runs and sleeps as a nut. It has an overhead chain driven, so it doesn't need belt change. Saves quite a lot of money. Everything there is running perfectly, and this morning it has passed its MOT test with no advisories. It's got daytime running LED lights there. I don't know if you can see them in the sunshine. They're all lit up, they look quite pretty. I'll just close the bonnet now. Go around the outside. It's got the new style of headlights, so it's obviously a late 2015. You see quite a lot of 2015 models with the old style headlights, which personally I don't like at all. It's got fog lights in the bumper. There's a yellow, what the French call Crit Air sticker, which is the emissions regulations in the centre of France. So you can go into cities with low emission zones. The wheels are all aluminium and just like new. It's got mirror protectors, so if you were to inadvertently bash another mirror going past, it wouldn't hurt the actual mirror at all. It's got a nice chrome exhaust, which is absolutely clean inside. I don't know if you can see that. There's no soot or dirt or anything. That's a fresh water drain. There's the LPG filler tank nozzle. So it's got a refillable gas tank, which makes it a lot cheaper than buying colour gas bottles. That there is unique to AutoSleepers. It's a way of filling the freshwater tank from something like a bucket or a watering can, so you don't actually need to get within hose reach of a tap in order to fill the freshwater tank. That is a external television aerial socket, so you can wind down the awning and you can watch your television in the awning. There's the boiler outlet. There's the mains socket. That's the cassette toilet door. And that there is the cassette toilet has got a separate water tank to the main freshwater tank. So you can put your sweet smelling flushing water in there if you like pink smelling flushing water. There's the side view with its pretty, and you can see the aerial up there. There's the grey water drain tank, so that's where your sink water goes when you pull the plug out. And when you get to a suitable disposable place, you can drain it out. There's the rear view. And up there, if I can get out of the sun, it's better. There's the twin colour reversing cameras. They are something new that I've recently fitted. And the high level brake light. The reversing camera installation is covered in a recent MMM article that I wrote. I've done a few things to this vehicle which MMM have seen fit to publish, so they're not things I've done are not amateurish bodges. They are things that the leading motor caravan magazine deemed worthy to print. there's a side locker. Better get the keys actually and undo these things. There's two locks. This is called a underskirt locker. Now in here you would keep your mains cable that comes with it and your filler hose. This has got that special connector that connects to the water filler I showed you on the other side. So you can get a lot of other things in there as well as just those two items. Behind this other panel here, this goes under one of the inside beds. So you've got access under here into a very spacious cupboard. That there, that's the slats of the one of the beds. There's the fridge vents. These white panels are what you're supposed to have on for winter. What they do is actually restrict the freezing cold air from getting inside the fridge works. Right, there's the electric step. This is what they call a Hartel door, which is one of a sort of deluxe version of a door, in that it has a window. It's got its own blinds, so you and it has a waste bin. Here's the electric step. Makes it quite easy to get in and out. That there glows a sort of blue colour to make, well, it just adds a bit of visibility at night. And next to it also there's another small light which lights up the step when you get in. And very sensibly, unlike some caravans and motorhomes, we have switches here so that you can switch the lights on before you actually get in. And the electric isn't turned on at the moment, so that's why the light didn't light up. This is, I'll just back up a bit. This is the kitchen area. You see you've got 4 drawers. In addition, under the sink, obviously there's the sink, so that can't be a drawer, but it's very useful putting tea towels, dishcloths and anything else that you can kind of stuff in there and then pull out again. 4 of these drawers like this are very useful. It's got this cupboard by the side which is very deep, and down there there's on the bottom at floor level there's a safe, and it's got a very secure key that comes with it. Oh, and it is firmly bolted to the floor. Nobody'd get into that. There's a kitchen towel holder, there's a spice rack, there's another cubby hole there, and in that one we keep our low wattage electric kettle that runs off the mains. There's a cupboard with a shelf and another cupboard next to it. There's a roof light over the kitchen. There's an extractor fan with lights. There's the rear window. Here's the cooker. It's got one electric hob, 3 gas rings. Underneath there, it's got a grill pan, and in there is an oven. You can see it's all shiny and nice, and underneath it there's more storage, and that's where we keep frying pans, saucepans, that sort of thing. Coming back so you can get the orientation, to the left of the cooker is the washroom, so we'll just go in there now. There's the cassette toilet that swivels round so you don't have to bang your knees if you're long-legged. Toilet roll holder. We did actually buy one brand new motorhome that didn't even come with a toilet roll holder. I mean, how mean can you get? Toothbrush, glass. There's a cupboard unit here with 2 cupboard doors and a shelf. There's a mirror and some hooks, and it's got 2 lights, a window in the roof. There's the mirrored cabinet over the wash basin. There's the wash basin. There's the shower. This bag here has got some moulded foam cushions in it, and what they do, I'll come to that later. Continue showing you the shower. Right, so there's the toilet, there's the wash basin with the shower next to it. But when you have a shower you won't get all this wet, because this is called a swing wall, so the whole thing swings round. Then you've got a completely separate shower compartment, and it's got a couple of swivelling perspex doors there that swing round and seal off and make that a completely separate room. Up there is a Brabantia washing line that pulls out, so you've got 5 lines there. That connects onto those hooks there, so you can hang things up and dry your clothes. There's 2 lights in here, one there, one there. Moving forward from the kitchen and the washroom, there's the wardrobe. It's got all the safety notices there. I'll have to stick that back up. Lots of safety notices if you're really keen on that sort of thing. There's a table there which is very lightweight. You just unclip that, unfold the legs, and it slots down between the 2 sofa seats. There's a smaller table there as well, and a pole. The pole goes in there just behind the 2 front seats, and you've got a coffee table. Moving forward from that, there's the Truma heating controls. There's a carbon monoxide monitor, which is a legal requirement. There's also, over the entrance door, smoke detector. There's a freshwater tank heater if you want hot fresh water. That's just being cynical. What it does is it stops the water tank from freezing in the winter. Right, now we've got 3 large cupboards over the near side sofa. We've got LED lights at each end of the sofa, and at this end we've got 2 main sockets, a 12-volt socket, TV aerial socket, and a satellite socket if you've got your own private satellite. Next to that is a microwave which has never been used. Well, to tell the whole truth, my lad, we have used it to keep bread and cakes in. Right, here's the fridge. This is back opposite the wardrobe if you've not lost your bearings. Freezer compartment, two shelves there and a salad bar there, and this is what they call a AES fridge, which is automatic energy selection, which means when you're driving along it runs off the engine battery. When you stop it will turn itself onto gas, and if you plug it into a mains socket it will automatically switch it to mains and save your gas. It's got, I'll just put some of the documentation around here. It's got all the manuals for all the items, safety certificates, habitation certificates, a new MOT certificate as from the 27th of July. Here over the fridge there's a slidey out worktop which is jolly handy. It clicks in place. Underneath the wardrobe is yet another drawer. Over the offside window there are two large cabinets. Which are also, each side of the sofa there's a LED spotlight, and there is a wall light switch here because if I go back here, when we use it we pull the two slidey out parts of the bed out like that, pull the cushions down. We actually turn them upside down because then you don't get the lamp in the middle. So the other half obviously swings together with that bit. I'll just lift this up and put it back as it was. These sofa cushions are very comfortable indeed. It's got those end armrests as well. I'll move this bag of stuff out of the way because underneath here I'll just take this out and put it so we can see under here. This is the offside bed under storage. There's the leisure battery, and there's the plumbing. There's a shore flow water pump, which is a lot better than the standard fitment whale submersible. You get more pressure out of it, and it lasts longer. With a shore flow pump, you can get reconditioning kits for them, so when they get a bit old and worn out you can just replace the rubber parts. Right, the front seats have got cushions at the back. There's a fire extinguisher. What else have we got? Up above the two front seats there's a triangular cupboard at each side for your oversized sandwiches. There's another room light there. It's got a little switch under there. At the front there's the panoramic sunroof, which opens with this handle. Does also lock, so you can't get people climbing in. It's got a fly screen and a blind. Over the windscreen there's a shelf. You can keep maps and books and stuff like that flat, There's a little lip here to stop them falling off. That's another modification I did, which MMM published, because AutoSleepers put that down lower so anything you put on there can slide off onto your head. So I have no idea why they do that. There's another light. Then there's the main window over the top of the lounge area. There's a light there. Another light there. This over lounge window is another windy up one. You just wind it up. And again, it's got blinds and fly screen as well. Now, I did tell you what was going on in this blue bag. I won't put it completely together because it takes a minute, but I'll show you what it is. There's two of these moulded foam pads, and if you can see that moulding, it exactly fits. Over the front seat. So what you do if you want two single beds is you swivel that seat round, put it in line with one of the sofa beds, and then you've got a continuous flat surface to sleep on. And now we've got to the driver's cab. There's a box here which actually is air conditioned, so if you want to chill your beer while you're going along, you can chill it in there, and then of course you stop before you drink it. There's a cubby hole there, glove box there, and another glove box here. Now this is much better than what you get on new ones, because on new ones you get two cup holders there. That's not nearly so good. There's a USB socket in there, so you can put your electronic device in there and play music as you go along. The head unit includes Bluetooth, I think. So it's a DAB radio, phone connection, media input, radio, and it's got an ABC button, which I presume if you don't know your alphabet, you can teach you. And now this important, this snowflake, that's air conditioning. So when you're cruising around in the south of France or Spain, cooking hot, you can go cool. Now it's got steering wheel controls for the phone and the radio. That's a head unit. So if you don't like the music that's playing, you can switch channels up and down volume and that sort of thing. Here it's got white speedo dials, which are much easier to read than the standard black and white dials. Anyway, I better shut that now, because this is a 23-minute video and it will take about 24 hours to load onto YouTube. Now that there, I haven't got it turned on at the moment. I'm just getting the ignition key so I can turn it on. That turns itself on as soon as you put the ignition on. Now that's the rear view camera, and because it's got two cameras you can switch. That there is a view directly down the road behind, and that there, turn the volume down. That there is a view directly down below the back of the camper, so you can see a bollard if you're reversing up to it. Okay, I'll finish it there. If you want details of how to contact me, because this is for sale, go on to the Small Motorhome Forum, that's smallmotorhome.co.uk, and look up campers for sale and look for AutoSleepers Nuevo 2015.